If you've watched my channel before, you know that I talk about the origin story of anxiety, the origin story of toxic patterning. And one of the reasons I'm so obsessed with this origin story and why I refer to it as that is because A, I'm a literature nerd and I love seeing the world through story. So I really think that every hero does have an origin story. And also, I had trouble discovering my own origin. And so I'm fascinated with helping others to find theirs because really, I'm not saying anything new. Psychology for years has reported that we need to be finding the root of the issue. We need to be bringing the consciousness to the actual source of the problem, not just treating the symptoms. However, it was tough for me. And it was really, really tough for me to talk my way around it because I had developed as a program all of these really codependent habits of changing everything I was about myself to fit in with the people that I wanted to be around, whether that was a friend group, a boyfriend, you name it. And so by the time I started actually taking a look at myself, I had become so divorced from my own truth that I was willing to latch on to anything that any well-meaning therapist had offered me. All it would take was for them to say, okay, so what was life like growing up? What was it like being raised with your parents? And I would latch on to that idea, unaware of what I was doing, and I would start looking for things that my parents might have done to traumatize me, and I'd actually drive myself a little crazy trying to find something that wasn't there. It wasn't until I worked with somebody who specialized in the unconscious mind, a hypnotist, who helped me actually see that my origin story was not my parents. It was a friend that I had growing up, and I had known her since I was very young, and she was actually a bit of a bully. And so I had developed all these ways to survive her friendship and her kind of back and forth shifting treatment of me that I became codependent. So the only reason that I saw that was because I was able to access my unconscious mind. Because your unconscious mind is never going to lie to you. So that's the real trick, especially if you have a codependent streak like I do, to finding the truth about your origin story. And that's when the real healing can begin. So if you are anything like I was, and you know there's something going on, you know there's an origin story in there, but for the life of you cannot figure it out, cannot talk your way to it, go on my website, book your free call, let's talk.